Good morning. Good morning. I guess I need 3D glasses on for the stuff that's going on these days. Yeah, everything looks different. Yeah, even the YouTube ad just says obey right up there. I got my rowdy Piper glasses on. So, how about that? In Arizona, we'll just take that case. So now 80 miles inland from the Mexican border in Arizona now belongs to Mexico, in effect. When people try and spin that and they're just saying, well, the government's just telling you it's dangerous. Well, I don't care. Well, go secure it then. Well, we just can't do it. We don't have the resources. Yet, if you go look in the Gulf, Obama certainly has the resources to station all the private security firms, Blackwater and other firms. They're sure there to keep the media blackout of anything that's going on down there. You can keep the Americans out. That's no problem. You can keep the Americans out of anywhere. But to keep the Mexicans out, well, we just can't do that. Keep the illegal aliens out. These people are not, as some people are trying to say, well, they're just poor people who are just trying to get here and have a better life. Yeah, BS. These people are murderous, rapist, killers. These people are the lowest of the low. You know it. They're selling human body parts. They're trafficking in people. They just as soon kill them when they become an inconvenience. If they're trying to bring them across the border, they just shoot them all. They're bringing across all the drug trade. So they've just cleared a gateway up into Arizona. Now the sheriff, I sent him an email yesterday. The sheriff Babeu in Pinal County. I suggest everybody does the same. He's complaining because McCain won't send him 3,000 troops. Well, of course he's not going to send him 3,000 troops. McCain wanted the he wants blanket amnesty. He's the one that came up with it with Bush going back. He's not going to send you any troops to secure the border. So do it yourself. You're the sheriff of the county. You're the ultimate law enforcement authority there. If you want 3,000 people, put an ad in the paper. Tell them you'd prefer to have people with military experience and gear or police backgrounds, and deputize them all. So provide them with basic, needs. Provide, food, water, and stuff. But everybody else can pretty much provide their own gear. That's what I did. I told them, if you want to deputize me, I'd go down there. So now you don't have any further, excuse to not do anything. Well, we'd really like to secure it down there, but we need troops. No, you don't need troops for everything. Put the people on it. That's what they've done. Back in the old West days, when a gang was coming through and robbing your bank, they deputized the people and you'd go chase them down. That's just the thing, isn't it? It's like everybody who's in a position of authority, well, they can't do anything because they've been trained that they have to get clearance from someone else above them. The sheriff in Pinal County does not need to get approval from McCain, who is just basically a figurehead. He's the senator. He's the spokesperson in D.C. And in fact, all these senators and stuff they're just obsolete anyway. Back in the old days, he was a spokesman that went to the state and spoke in D.C. because it was so far away. He's not the ultimate authority in the state. And the sheriff overrides the damn governor in his county on matters of security. So, I wrote a little short email to him. I said, if you're waiting on McCain to send you troops, you're going to be waiting for a long time. If you got this problem down there and it's only going to get far worse, what's it going to take? Even more killings, deaths in your county to finally do something. You got to deputize people and go down there and secure it yourself. Go down there and build a fence or whatever. Now, I know people are saying, well, I don't know what they're so concerned about. It's just a little tiny piece of. Oh, it's 80 miles in from the border. Now, what would happen if even in Canada, got up one morning and the prime minister said, "Oh well, okay, everybody move back 80 miles from the U.S. border. They're now in there. That's now. Canadian people can't go in there, but American people will do whatever they want in there. They'd be going nuts, of course. How about in North Korea? If suddenly the Suddenly, if the parallel was 80 miles further north, they would never stand for that. This is it's bullshit. Anybody can see it. Anybody. This is one of those things like when the politicians got in trouble over the House post office scandal back in the days. See, that was something everybody could see was total BS. Everybody can see this is bullshit too. So they have plenty of money to provide Blackwater troops to go down there and keep everybody off the beaches in the Gulf, but there's no ability to keep murderous heroin smugglers and human traffickers from coming into America. No money for it. They have no funds, but we can block the Americans just like there's a media blackout on everything else. We can provide for a total media mind control blackout, unlimited funds for that. So, hey, just talking a little bit this morning, and I just would love it if everybody else sent a little email to that sheriff too. Said, hey, deputize your people. I don't even live there, and I'll offer to come down there. So, anyway, have a good day. These 3D glasses are looking crazy. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
You can create with the Ninja Professional. Make them decadently rich or healthy and sugar-free. You're in control. Claude had matched Dougie's stomach contents. We know that he had neurotryptamine in his system, and we also know that the poison was ingested.
Because spam can't be absorbed through the penis. And if you ask me to cite my source,
I'll take your word for it.
Babeu chocolate again?
Vegas crime lab. We're just here to...
Miss, please don't get so close to the car, all right? The alarm is really delicate.
We're not really as concerned with the car, sir. What we really have to do is take a look at your bathroom.
What would you like to look at the bathroom for?
Like I said, we're with the crime lab. We're here to tie some loose ends regarding your wife's case.
I appreciate how thorough you guys be, but I gotta be honest. This is pretty painful territory for me. I mean, it's still pretty hard to get up in the morning without Shelley, so.
I understand.
Man, yeah, it's not that.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Your neighbors are looking.
I'll get the keys. Come on.
Smells like fresh paint.
Yeah, I had the whole place redone this week. Bad memories.
Did you replace the tub?
No.
But you replaced the fixtures.
There used to be a town bar there.
Yeah.
Would you by any chance have the old town